Hello, peeps and hello, peppers, and welcome to Film Friday. I can't find the old film tarot, and I decided it will just be quicker and friendlier when I use the tarot that I find. I really like this Grimalkin's Curious Cats tarot. The film that I'm reciting today doesn't contain a cat, but it contains smartness and independence, and cats are very smart and independent animals, and they can count to a certain degree because their mother cat transports the kittens from A to B all the time and needs to check if everyone's here. So I am reciting a film with a lot of numerology, my personal favorite, Interstate 60, because the people who know me may know that I kind of recall all the dates and numbers in the film, and there is this quote, I gotta be in Denver by October the 2nd. Today it's October the 3rd. May this be a good day. I know in Germany it's like National Reunion Day. So may this be a good day of peace and education that people actually understand, and of also independence of systems as far as that goes. So it's October the 3rd, the day after October the 2nd. And yeah, I have the cat tarot from the little box. And this card looks a lot like, I don't know, blossoming, fulfillment, still like sadness and clouded. And like the ones have diamonds on them. Yes, the diamond as the card symbol also occurs in Interstate 60. And Interstate 60 is a lot about like both fulfillment and cloudiness, because Neil, 22 years old, wants to become an artist, but his father wants him to become a lawyer. So there are these slightly obscure people, especially the guy named Ray, played by Christopher Lloyd, who tell him that he should go west on Interstate 60 in order to deliver a package that he doesn't know what's in there. And I mean, of course, when I first saw this movie, that set off my autistic panic attacks. When people give me things where I don't know what it's about, I can't handle that. And I mean, like, let's say everybody knows that, like, on airports and trains, you are not supposed to accept packages too, where you don't know what's inside. But sometimes also life is like a package that you don't know what it's inside. So Neil has a lot of playing cards and a fortune-telling 8-ball that thinks more independently than this regular 8-ball that you can have as an app or buy at a store. The moon doesn't play so much of a role, but it's one of the motives of the film is like having a guiding light, or an ethical guiding light, because Interstate 60 is a highway that officially doesn't exist, going along towns that don't officially exist, and that are like shaped by some ideologies that actually make fun of mainly the USA, but you can say basically any Western society. Which aspect can we tell here? That is the 23. I was 23 when I first saw this film. I don't know what Grimalkin in this case stands for, but let's say here are the poppies. I think like this artist likes poppies, because I have another tarot by the same artist that contains a lot of poppies too. And like, you know that the book I'm writing is called The Curse of the Poppies and the Mountain Havens. And the poppies actually stand for corrupt, drugged, people, similar to what in Interstate 60 is the city of Banton. And the city of Banton is called Banton because it's banned in the normal world, but like Banton established a microcosmos where it lives on selling drugs that suppress the sex drive and aggression. But the people have to basically work for the drugs in a really absurd ways. So I'm just trying. What else can I tell about Banton by means of this card? Well, maybe like some bats are bloodsuckers, and of course, or like I don't even know if this is a stereotype. Shame on me that I don't know that. But yes, Interstate 60 plays with a lot of stereotypes of all kinds. And yeah, let's say this cat is Neil, and Neil goes like, at whatever is going on at these stereotyped, exaggerated cities. I can't point it out enough. In the beginning, this film royally scared me, but today this is my favorite film about like standing up for or like even figuring out by seeing very drastic examples what is important to me. And so, yeah, in Icelandic, it's Valmöe Holta Sole, the curse of the poppies and the mountain avens. On this poppies and mountain avens thing actually helps me to figure out what is important to me. And now, because it's still a film festival and I'm still overwhelmed by the many films about many ethical topics, I suddenly had the story in my head about one of the characters, the one who painted this painting, the poppies and the mountain avens, in order to expose what is beneath the surface. And Interstate 60 is my biggest inspiration for writing books in the first place. Unity, yes, this is the number 12, fulfillment, magic number. Here is like these are like 3 cats in Unity, so it's not a couple, but maybe okay. Interstate 60 makes a big deal of like the handsome prince finds the fairy tale princess. Maybe here the Sleeping Beauty is a good cue, because like Neil's prospective girlfriend Amy. No, the actress is called Amy. Right now I have a blackout and I don't remember what Lynn, the character is called Lynn, but that's not clear from the start. Because there are a lot of, I think in crime cozy books, you call that the red herring. So Interstate 60 is like full of red herrings and wrong clues. So what's falling down here? And I can't pick it up, so I'll tell you later. Yes, Lynn and Neil unite, and there's no mention of children, but there are like some aspects where they talk about like being so much alike that they sort of almost could be the same person, or that's highly unlikely that you meet people who are so much like you. Judgment. Yes. After passing Banton and going into more law, which means more law, there happen some really absurd things with a judge. Judge, stick your finger up your nose. And like a character who can give such absurd orders because he dares to put an end to the really contorted legal system of more law. The sun is here in reverse, and yes, the film sometimes looks as if it didn't have a happy ending. And let's say my experience showing it to people says, don't watch it if you can't put up with like a shooting and an exploding car. But like in the end, like in a fairy tale, the good stuff wins. The peace stuff is not physically there, but the peace and hope rise into the air. And young Neil finds his way. These middles of the flowers look almost like these hippie freedom signs. So yes, freedom, transformation, everything's there. And the color red, as in passion, and the color blue are really significant. And I said the moon is not significant, but I would say the cage is significant because Neil is caged in by the ideology of his father, who wants him to be a lawyer, like America needs another lawyer. But Neil's soul is flying towards like a bigger purpose. That the lion, it could be a lion, as in stern, strong, and like there is, of course, a fence because, Neil has to fight some evil sources to find his dream, and the goldfish in the bowl, he is. Neil is caught up in the world of his father, and he needs to get out there. And then he gets, of course, his princess, and other rewards in these cards are so slippery that they are falling down. So let's take some time here to pick up the other card. I'll tell you tomorrow what the other card is. I kind of don't manage to pick it up now, but I wish you a day where you can, let's say, find your own way and create something on your own terms that does you and other people good. And where you can maybe free the sleeping beauty that is inside of you. And one of my favorite sentences that I will close with in Interstate 60 is, "Sorry, Dad, there is another choice." Bye-bye.